Buonasera mister, Davide Chinellato, Gazzetta. Sento una partita in cui uscite sconfitti qui, dove avete giocato almeno per 85 minuti meglio dei vostri avversari. È la prima sconfitta stagionale. Come si reagisce ad una partita così strana dove perdete pur avendo giocato meglio?
Sì, la sua analisi mi sembra corretta, si reagisce bene, nel senso che siamo orgogliosi di aver passato un girone così difficile per primi. Si fanno i complimenti di aver tenuto la partita in equilibrio, avendo creato delle occasioni, avendo dovuto anche soffrire in alcuni momenti, ma avendo giocato a viso aperto contro un colosso come il Liverpool qui ad Anfield. E naturalmente si fanno i complimenti ai calciatori. Poi se si vuole essere pignoli si va a analizzare gli ultimi 10 minuti dove i calciatori man mano che passavano i minuti involontariamente hanno visto che ormai l'obiettivo era raggiunto, perché era impossibile prendere quel numero di gol che ci creasse difficoltà per il passaggio come primi. Hanno abbassato un pochettino e lì fa parte un po' del carattere della squadra, perché loro poi, anche se questo meccanismo poteva succedere anche a loro, però invece loro hanno continuato ad andare a 1000 come fanno sempre. Io quando mi sono accorto di questo ho tentato di cambiare qualcosa, di mettere forze fresche, però poi come abbassi un po' il livello di squadra, della fisicità, si ritorna a fare quegli stessi discorsi che poi diventa difficile sulle palle inattive sopperire a quelle che sono le loro stature. Loro sono una squadra che nelle ultime partite ha battuto di media 8-10 calci d'angolo a partita, tra in casa e fuori. In casa ne batte 12, 13, a volte 15, per cui questa è una caratteristica loro. Però poi rimane il fatto che c'era da tener botta all'inizio della partita, sulla fiammata iniziale siamo stati benissimo in campo in maniera corretta, per cui ripeto, orgogliosi di questo traguardo raggiunto come primi in girone, e grandi applausi ai miei calciatori.
Salve Spalletti.
Buonasera.
Potremmo definirla, mi sento di dire una...
Parli più forte perché non si sente.
Potremmo definirla una sconfitta a testa alta decisamente, passando il girone.
A testa alta.
A testa alta, okay.
Quindi complimenti. Quello che volevo chiederle, in passato il Napoli al sorteggio non è mai stato così fortunato.
Non ho capito.
In passato il Napoli al sorteggio non è mai stato molto fortunato. Conta in questa competizione più la fortuna, la tenuta mentale, l'atteggiamento, cosa?
Ma non ce ne frega niente della fortuna e della sfortuna. Noi siamo super fortunati ad essere qui a giocare queste partite qui, per cui più cattiva ce la fanno trovare la squadra e più contenti siamo, perché si va a giocare partite di questo livello qui, che è una roba incredibile, poter stare lì dentro a sentire un pubblico eccezionale come questo, a vedere uno spettacolo di questo livello fatto da due squadre che se la sono lottata a viso aperto, per cui conterà quello che è il livello di calcio che metteremo durante le partite, quello conta, non avere fortuna o sfortuna su un episodio.
Buonasera mister, un commento per i tifosi del Napoli che non hanno mai smesso di incitare la squadra sin dal primo minuto, nonostante comunque una partita che magari poteva anche impedire a qualcuno di loro di venire fin qui in Inghilterra, e hanno fatto uscire comunque la squadra tra gli applausi scroscianti.
Un commento è quello che noi riusciamo sempre a costruirci un pezzo di stadio Maradona in tutti i campi dove andiamo a giocare, in tutti gli stadi dove andiamo a giocare, riusciamo a costruirci il nostro pezzo di Maradona, di stadio di Maradona. Per cui questo fatto qui è un fatto straordinario e anche per questo la squadra ha giocato una bellissima prestazione anche stasera dentro una competizione difficilissima, anche se poi ne usciamo sconfitti, però io sono stato tranquillo per 85 minuti dove la squadra poteva segnare, dove la squadra in alcuni tratti della partita ha comandato il gioco e ha creato delle grandissime occasioni da gol. Arrivederci. Grazie a voi.
Hello. Thank you. Evening, for those of you required, we'll have simultaneous translation on the headsets. Vinny, do you want to go first?
Yeah, Jürgen, good night. What reaction did you see from your players this evening?
The reaction I wanted to see. We all agreed on that we have to show a reaction, and we did in a very difficult game against a really good opponent. We were compact.
and so it was never easy for Napoli to play out in all the moments. And you see a football playing side in all moments when they could play out. You saw immediately how good they are in 1-1 situations and collectively as well. So, but we did really well. So we kept the spaces small, and all of a sudden we found challenges. All of a sudden we have the challenges, then we can win challenges. The distance was there, a lot of good counter-pressing moments, good football moments. Second half, after the disallowed goal for Napoli, got a bit hectic, I understand. Like, everyone was now really up to speed, and then we lost a little bit, and too many situations then for Napoli in counterattacks, and we were not compact enough anymore, and then all of a sudden they had more moments. Could calm that down a little bit again, and then scored 2 really nice goals, where we showed as well the right determination. We were there for the rebounds and finished it off and won the game. Very good.
You always look to carry a threat again this evening, but when you've got someone like Darwin Núñez to bring off the bench, talk to us a little bit about the impact he made, because that was a great header obviously that led to Mo's goal, and then he is picking up the pieces from Virgil's header as well.
Yeah, absolutely good. So I said in these games, it's for us was obviously not a game for massive rotation or whatever because of the situation, but a little bit we had to, and that's why we didn't start all 3 because we have to see how you get through a game. And I thought Curtis did really well on a unfamiliar position for him. Did really well. Was involved in the game, and then when you can then bring on a fresh player with the quality of Darwin is very helpful. So I'm really happy about that.
Just finally for me, Jürgen, obviously one of the things that you would have wanted to get through tonight would have been without injuries again. James Milner had a cracking first half, but then obviously a minute into the second, then you lose him to an injury. Just how serious does it look?
Don't know. He seems to be fine now, but we have to probably do further checks, I assume.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Any more?
Yeah, you've beaten now 2 of the best teams in Europe, in the City.
Can you use the microphone?
Yeah, and that's for him. Makes sense.
Jürgen, you've beaten 2 of the best teams in Europe, in City and Napoli. What does that tell you about the quality of this team, your team, despite the difficulties this season?
No, we don't doubt the quality. I don't think anybody doubts the quality, but that's a little bit of that's part of the problem as well. So we don't show a consistency. That's why I mentioned the second goal against Leeds as an example for our situation. So it's a situation where you have to defend with all you have, but we are chasing the game even when it's like around our 18-yard box, and you can see no player really. So like nobody wants to have a throw in for Leeds, then they can let the time running down, and nobody protects the box pretty much because everybody thinks we have 3 players out there, we will win the ball. So that's a little bit the situation we're in. That's where we have to make a proper step back, and tonight we did that. To be really, when we defend with all we have. What we did tonight, we were really compact, really close to the challenges, and in the challenges we showed the determination we have to show. And we are Liverpool, top team. Nobody forgot what we did last year. The boys didn't forget that, but it's now not important really. So it's now important that I know people might get sick of it when I say it, but we really have to fight through. And in that moment, then the football has a good chance to come back as well. The real football, what we can play, and all these kind of things. But we showed tonight everything. We showed pieces of really good football, and the defensive stuff was on high level. You said it right, Napoli is in the moment a real force, really, and so it could have been extremely difficult for us tonight, but the boys played a really good game, and that's why it was not. So yeah, again, consistency, stability is what we need to get tonight. We will take the right conclusions out of this game, even when the next one will be a completely different game for different reasons. But we will take the good stuff out of this game and then start the next fight against Tottenham.
the gentleman with the glasses, but if you could just wait for the microphone.
Glasses. You don't have anybody to pass the microphone.
No.
You could do that.
Buonasera mister, congratulazioni per la vittoria.
Thank you.
È rammaricato per essere finito alle spalle del Napoli nella classifica finale o comunque è soddisfatto considerando il cammino che hanno fatto le due squadre in questa Champions League? Grazie.
Yeah. So I don't regret tonight anything that we can go for the third and the fourth goal. So no, that's not the case. We had the worst possible start into this group with a very bad game against Napoli. Maybe we helped Napoli a little bit with our performance, that they got all the confidence they need and show now in the league in Italy. I don't know, it's the third time I think we have the last game against Napoli, if I'm right, in the group stage. So usually our situation was different. We needed a point or had to win or whatever, and both times it worked out for us. Tonight it worked out as well, but Napoli deserves the first place in the group, no regrets.
Gentleman with the camera.
Hi, Jürgen. What did you make of the battle between Trent and Kvaratskhelia?
Oh, he's a good player. Both are good players, so it's a really difficult one. And the way I know people will talk about one or two situations when Trent tried to be in front of him and the ball goes through, and he's really good, the boy. So really quick, and you have to defend him then together in these moments. When he has the advantage of the first movement, then he's already gone. You have to try to be there in the moment when the ball arrives. If you cannot do that, you need to be protected, because he has speed, he is cheeky, he goes inside, can go outside. That makes it always really difficult. Good player, and I thought Trent played a really good game against him, was really on fire, was really in, didn't get frustrated by one or two situations where he was second best, stayed in the game, and was, I like Trent's game tonight.
You ended Man City and Napoli's unbeaten run. Would you take PSG in the knockout rounds?
That's obviously not. We are not in dreamland. I know, and I couldn't care in the moment really. We will. When is the draw?
November 7th, Monday.
Monday. Yeah. Okay. I can wait until Monday. Yeah.
Gentleman at the very back.
Yeah, and you obviously went back to a 4-3-3 system tonight. What was the force behind that, and is that something that you would want to look to move back towards long term, given that it's the formation you play for the majority of your time here?
Yeah, it's the system we played most often. It's a system which is familiar to us. When we played well, then we can defend really well in that system. We didn't do that. That's why that often when we played it recently. That's why we had to change a couple of things to give the boys a few new things to think about, a few new informations, all these kind of things. And that's it's of course always on the table for us. It doesn't mean we will play it from now on all the time. Darwin came on and especially offensively, it's not a problem. Obviously, there's no difference to a diamond really, but defensively is a big difference, and we have just to figure out what is best for us when which players are playing. I thought Curtis did extremely well. To be honest, he did really well. We have Fabio who can play there maybe as well as in the league. Oxley is now free for the league as well, so we have a couple of players who can play that. But no decision made. We will see what we do against Tottenham, but it was never off the table, this system. It was just that we had to change a little bit, to give ourselves a new impulse and to feel the defending stuff again in a new way. So that's sometimes how it works, and we had good games in the other system, especially in the Champions League as well, where we played really well in the 4-4-2, for example. But that's the only positive thing what happened so far in the season, that we played and won in different systems. Not often enough, but at least a couple of times.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.